All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Titancraft server. I am Rogue Torso as always, and we are here in my library because we've had an incident. Pretty embarrassing, but we tried to do some end raiding this week. Just wanted to take 2 or 3 hours and see if we could get some resources, and it wasn't completely unsuccessful. We got about 18 shulker boxes, I think, out of it. We've got a another set of elytra. However, we also died twice. One time we died in a end city because I forgot to eat, and the other time was because on my way back to get those resources that I dropped, I died over the void. My elytra broke and I fell. But so we are down to, we've got a very base helmet, legs, boots. My sword is a base model. We had quite a bit of extra tools, so that's not a big deal, but we don't have a bow anymore. So we're working on getting all that back. And I've got all these villagers, but I've just realized I do not have feather falling, and I also do not have depth strider. So I went to the shopping district and I got a couple of feather falling boots. So, or boots, I mean books, and I've already applied those to these boots, but I want depth strider and we don't have it. So I think we're going to fire up the villager breeder and do some villager work today. We still need to put a couple fishermen back in there. I want to get some more butchers for in that building, maybe another cartographer, even maybe a couple of people to put in the inn. So we're going to fire up the villager breeder and do a little work. So I will be back in a little bit when we are done with that. Oh, why does this take so long? You saw nothing. That's it. We're going to call it good enough. It's only Feather Falling 3, but it won't be ungodly expensive. And especially if we can get the prices down. I hit him a couple of times by accident, so that's why it's a little more expensive. But I'm just tired of trading with this guy. It's been forever. But I don't plan on getting a bunch of Feather Falling books, so we're going to deal with that. So we will button this up right now. Let's see, what do we need to do here? I need blocks. You know what? I have blocks. I know, using slabs in place of blocks, but... There. I'll put some texture in it later. We have Feather Falling, and we have Depth Strider. I'm happy. Oh, we better trade with this guy before I forget. Can I trade with this guy? He has a paper trade. I can do that. Okay, so we just got done cleaning up here, and we've done some villager work. You saw us put the two over there in the library, so we've got our Feather Falling and our Depth Strider, and we've already went ahead and put Depth Strider on our boots. We did some enchanting just at an enchanting table to get protection 4 on Breaking 3 and blast protection, so that's cool. We'll keep that. In here, we've got our couple of fishermen, and I only traded some string just enough to lock these guys as trades in. I don't know. Oh, the other guy's hanging out in here. He, for some reason, picked this barrel, even though it's one of the harder ones to get to. Outside all the doors, we've done the triple carpet trick. So we've got 3 layers of carpet. That's to keep mobs out, but it's also to keep our villagers in. I don't want a repeat of over in the farms where the villagers are wandering around all the time at night and getting killed. Of course, we put our butcher in here. So hasn't been traded with. He's got a raw chicken trade, which we don't have enough raw chicken right now. And then over here in our inn, we got some more employees. So we've had our bartender the entire time. Now we've got, if I go over here, we've got some kitchen staff / waiters. This guy's being stubborn. I've got 4 smokers back there. Plus that, so I should have enough for 5, but he for some reason won't take a job. I think I got him in here a little late in the day, so hopefully tomorrow he'll pick out a work stand. But the problem I'm having is all of these guys need the same thing. They need raw chicken, except that guy who needs raw porks. Raw pork chops. So we could go kill a whole bunch of cows and pigs, or chickens and pigs, as the case may be. But why do that? Oops. When we have the technology to do it ourselves. So I think we're going to make a little quick chicken cooker, and not necessarily cooker, but killer. Be a source of food, and then we can trade that with these guys. And then also we'll just probably go out and find some pigs to kill and get some pork chops. So I will go do that, and I will be back. Okay, a little bit ago, I said I was going to make an automatic chicken farm, but I don't know how to make an automatic chicken farm that doesn't cook the chickens. So we improvised. Oops. What we've done is right back here, we've just brought a couple of chickens, and we had to bring them a long way. It was a long journey. But we brought them here, and we've just bred them up and killed them a couple of times, probably a whole bunch. I probably went over entity limit for a little bit. Shh, don't tell anybody. But yeah, but we've got all the butchers past their first level now. So this guy's all the way up to master. We got a couple others who aren't quite up to master yet, but they're getting close. So just want to let you know, I screwed up. I don't know how to make what I said I did, but we're going to move on. Okay, everybody. Hello. We are back here on the server. We've had some developments. So a couple of nights ago, I was a part of another server member, another 80s live stream. And basically what they did was they were touring some people's bases. They came out here, but he had a couple people with him. And one of them I got to talking to and said they like to do interiors and little small builds. And I said, well, we've got all of this, and almost none of these buildings have really good interiors. That one does. That one's got partial. That one's got very little. I mean, none of these have a lot of interiors. So after the stream, we got to talking, and I said, if you want to tackle any of these buildings and put an interior in them sometime, knock yourself out. I didn't think they were going to take me up on it, but they have, and they chose this building. Yeah, so we're going to go in here. I've already peeked in here because I didn't think it was done. Look at this. They have done such a great job. Now this interior isn't very big. It's a little crowded, but it's not a very big building either. But look at this. They got little sitting areas where there's bookshelves and stuff. I mean, they've got a little closet with, the like a storage closet in here. They've got some greenery. Look, I love how they put that stem under there. It looks like a little plant. That's awesome. And then if you go up here, I love these walls. Love the walls. Love them. That is so cool. And the fact that, I know it's a little probably weird that I really like purple, but you've seen my castle, right? But yeah, we got it up here. We got another little bedroom area in here. Oh, I love the emerald. I hadn't even seen this yet. I love the use of this, the backwards loom as a bookshelf. That's a really great technique. Oh, they put a sapling up here. This is awesome. Oh, what is back here? Oh, another bedroom back here. Some painting. They really used the space nice. I really like this. And then of course we still got our villager up here. Did she do? I don't know if this is mine. I think she made a map. Oh my goodness. Wow. I hope you're happy, dude. Are you happy? Are you? Here, let's trade some paper with you while we're... Oh, I can't. My inventory's full. But this is great. So, Mo Phoenix, thank you very, very, very much. Hopefully we can talk her into doing a few more. This is really cool. So, yeah, again, another example of how great this server is. You need something, you're not very good at it, and I'm not good at interiors, let's face it. Hey, that's a little creepy, him watching me like that. But no, thank you again, Mo Phoenix. Really appreciate it. I didn't expect it to get done this quickly, but they did, and this looks great. I mean, this looks really great. Wow. I am blown away by this. Did they... they must have... Yeah, they didn't do anything with my little, area. Oh, and now I got... Hang on while we put things back. Anyway, I'm going to fix this. I'll be back. Okay, so here we are a little later, and through trading, we have been able to get our stuff back. So we've got a good sword. I think this is actually better than the sword I had. All our armor is fully leveled up. We got mending. We got all our lights here. We got our boots. We got our bow back. So that's awesome. All but punch, but I'm not too worried about getting punch. But yeah, so we got all our stuff. Now, what I haven't shown on camera is we've done some work, and we're gonna start. Let's start down here. So we had this window in the castle, and it was just kind of hanging in midair. We fixed that. So here's the new view, and this I think is a pretty awesome view. We'll turn this off. I mean, that is just pretty cool. That's like the coolest thing I've ever built. So we've got all the variation. We've got the bone blocks. We've got the I think we've got quartz in here. We've got the diorite. We've got the several levels to it to really make it look like a portal window. We put some little points on the top of that. We finished the ceiling. We'll get to that in a minute. Or not the ceiling, the roof. We'll get to that in a minute. But all this custom terraforming. So if you remember, there was nothing here. This was just an island. We've extended the island up and then we've blended it in. We've done all the cliffside underneath. You can see them a little more than I would like, but we've hidden pumpkins in certain areas just to give some light under there. But we shouldn't get any spawns because we've got, you know, slabs and stairs and stuff on top of all of the points, and we did the same thing here. You can see I missed a couple spots. Well, I don't know, it could be a slab. The stone slabs really blend in, but we've done the same thing on this side. So if we go over here, yeah, you can see the little support structure we've got. This I have to do something with. That is way too big of a wall of white. We'll have to break this up somehow, and I haven't really figured it out. That is a little bit too hard of a line. We still have to blend a couple of the towers. The big one on the other side has to be done too. This was a stone ribbon type thing here. As you can see, we've replaced that with dark oak. Right here, there's trapdoors. Let's go up top where we can see it a little better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so right here, under here, we've put some sea lanterns. We also put sea lanterns. Where can I see them best? Anyway, they're under here, and we use sea lanterns because on the other side we put these little details, and you could see them. So I had glowstone and pumpkins in there. They stuck out too much, but these actually blend in pretty good. If you're not right up next to them, you really can't see them, but it gets some light on the roof. We did the same thing in the middle, so that's all lit up. So here we were able to use pumpkins because there's trapdoors on both sides, so you're not going to see those. But yeah, we still have some detail to add. I'll probably come back and put some points, kind of like I did here on this, and I'll need to do something in the middle. But I think this turned out really well. We were able to get all of our roof in here. Of course, you can't see some of it because it's covered. We put some spikes on the roof, on these roofs. You can see we put the same pattern we kind of did over there. This is a little different size, so it turned out a little different. But we've put these little, you know, spike patterns, and I like that so well. We actually started to lay one out right on this one, but we haven't quite got it done. But that's a project on the to-do list for next week, is to finish out all of those roofs. But I really like how this is turning out. If you look at it from this side, it looks a lot better than the other side because it's not a wall of white. But we're going to put some little detail. I don't think we're going to go full like this wall, but we're going to put some little details on the top to kind of blend it in. I don't know that I like the hard transition between the dark oak or the lack of something on the corner, so I'm going to have to think about that. But for now, I think it looks okay. It is pretty dark, and I probably need to put some texture or some variation in there. I'll think about how we can do that. I want to tackle a couple other projects first, and I'll go over that in a minute. But yeah, this view right here, I mean, that's a view, and I'm pretty proud of that. So that's been most of the work. I apologize that I didn't time lapse it or anything. There was just a couple times I forgot to record, and I accidentally deleted one file as well, so it just wasn't going to look right. But yeah, that turned out really well, and that's a lot of hours. I did some of this on a live stream, so if you don't follow me on Twitch, go on over there and go follow Rogue Torso on Twitch. Yeah, and we'll get some good content there. The other thing I've worked on a little bit, and I am out of rockets, so I will meet you over there. Okay, so the other things we've done are out here. We don't quite have this done yet, but again, on a live stream, we did add this bridge in, and it's just a simple walking bridge. So they'll come down the path, they'll go over this little bridge, which still needs some work, come down, and then we'll flatten this out, and then we'll bring it back up again as we go. So it's going to come down and then back up a little bit, but that's fine. It'll add some variation. And the reason we put the bridge is because I wanted to put this little river in here. I thought it kind of looked funny that we had a dam and a pond, but no stream leading into it. So we added this stream in that just kind of flows down and ends up at the pond down here. So again, I still want to do a little bit of work here. We need to put like some, you know, some sugar cane stalks and maybe a little bamboo with some string on it, things like that. So we need to do a little work over here. But for the most part, I think it turned out okay. We've already got some grass in the bottom there. You know, we threw some right there, some sea pickles in, so it's lit up. We tried to do some work on the bank to make it look better, but I think it looks pretty good. But you know, we'll continue to finish this up, but I think it looks a lot better with a stream in there. I think it just adds to this area. The other thing you probably noticed is this. So we built a fourth house. We've had 2 villagers sharing the same house over there, and I was getting tired of it, so we put one here. I don't have a villager in here yet, but this is pretty much the same model as those houses. We've thrown a bed in here. It had to be a purple bed. A couple people on stream insisted it was a purple bed, so we did that for them. But we'll get a couple more things in here. We'll put a floor in. We'll get a door on it. I want to put a little porch out here. That comes out, and then I want to lead the path back down to meet up with this path. So and then I need to extend the field. This field was a little too small, so we're going to extend it. But that's kind of what we've been working on in the last few days. Doing a lot of stream work. We've had a couple of really good streams, so if you're one that was on those, thank you very much. If you haven't checked out a stream yet, please do. Usually on a couple times a week. It's been a little bit rotating, but we'll get it more consistent. But I think that's it. There's been quite a bit on the server. It's been a lot of fun recently, and I appreciate everyone's support. And you know, thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes, thanks for everything, you guys. You're great, and the encouragement has, you know, keeps me going here. So until next time, Rogue Torso out.